It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. We've got Boston and the Lakers. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Rajon Rondo.
Kevin, it's going to take a group effort. Everybody is going to have to chip in the absence of this guy, because I'm not sure how long he's going to be out, but he's going to be out for a while.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And you look at Lonzo Ball, and mostly his offense stands out. But you know what, Clark? He is a strong defensive player as well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's got a nice combination, Kevin, of strength and length, which allows him to stay in front and disrupt opposing players. Really good instincts on and off the ball, which I think is why he's able to come up with blocks and steals from his position. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he is at the defensive end.
Pass to James. From 20 feet out. Now here's Kuzma. Here's Ball. He lobs it up. And it's sent back by Horford. Tatum with it. To the middle. And stolen by Kuzma. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out. Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Now here's Ball. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to James. Over Hayward. They get the rebound. Kuzma inside. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
For the three, Kuzma can't get it to go. Here's Tatum. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And there's so much that Tatum does well. I mean, he shoots it well, rebounds, passing, playing defense. I mean, he's the complete package.
And for teams not enjoying a quick start to the season, Clark, how long until they start to push the panic button and making some big moves?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button. I think you have to have a sense of what direction you're going, be realistic about who you are and what you have. And that's where good leadership comes in, not just with the team itself, from the coaches to the players, but in your front office, too. I mean, you've got to have some flexibility to adjust to the length of the season and challenges of it, and yet still stay on course with your overall plan.
Kicks it out to James. Just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles with another miss. In the corner, it's Morris. Horford in the post. Chandler with the defensive effort. Los Angeles trails by 5. Here's Hart. They need this one. No good off the back of the rim. Pass to Morris. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. To the right side. Ball with the bucket.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
Here's Horford. He's covered by Ball. And here is Morris. Pass to Rozier. Here's Smart. The Celtics keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Count that one.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Now here's LeBron. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Chandler. Back to Hart. James left side. And he comes up with the deuce.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now Rozier. Here's Horford. And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
The score now all even. Caldwell Pope's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report.
And, you know, it was clear early on that Kyle Kuzma is going to be a great scorer. He had no problem putting up big numbers in his rookie season. Many feel, and I'm with them, this is just the start. And he has plenty of upside in other areas of his game. This guy is all-star caliber in time.
Fires it up. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Hart's got his first bucket of the night. In the corner, it's Hayward. Outside Irving. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Ingram's running. Morris with the rebound. And with Kuzma, he is so ahead of schedule as a scorer, Clark. He's had time to branch out this development.
Yeah, he's got a nice game offensively. Boy, he does a little bit of everything. Handles it, shoots it, can score with or without the ball. Even at the end of last season, I think he focused more on acting as a playmaker for others, which adds to his versatility. The sky's the limit for this guy, Kevin.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
And the basket is good. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Tatum. Hayward outside. Stolen by Stevenson. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. And the dunk by LeBron.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
Brown outside. Boston again missing. And here's the Lakers. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Boy, that was a terribly difficult shot, but still, somehow, some way, it went down. Wow.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope on the wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Irving attacking. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Hey, that mid-range game, I know everybody wants to shoot threes and you've got to have it in your quiver, but the in-between game, that helps you become an all-around scorer.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Smart. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And a pretty tight. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Lakers leading by 5. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Beasley. Here's Hart. Caldwell Pope outside. Now here's Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Chandler's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Los Angeles. Here's Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lays it up off the glass. Clark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, may he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. But really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble, and he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Buries it from three-point range. 11 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And Lance Stephenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
Shots good by Baines.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And with Lance Stephenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
Lakers leading by 8. .156 left in the third. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Horford, no luck.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Nice shot by James.
And defensively, guys, they've lost something since halftime. I mean, they've given up open looks. They've got to buckle down and get some stops here. Play with some urgency.
Pass to McGee. And here is Ball. To the inside. And stolen by Horford. .51 seconds left in the third quarter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with a shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
Good on the second free throw.
And I really like the uniqueness of Al Horford's game. I mean, he's a big man with a versatile skill set. He makes threes, he can score inside, he defends. He's a guy that is an inside-out matchup problem for most.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Back to Beasley. From the arc. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Beasley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Baines. At the elbow, Horford. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Al Horford drops them both. Caldwell Pope outside. No good. And so it's Los Angeles going into... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. So it's the Celtics now. In the corner, it's Hayward. Knocks down the three ball. Hayward's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Boston. Pass to Hart. To the paint. They get a hand on it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Here's Ball. Now James. He's covered by Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Ingram missing. Boston trails by 7. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
To the inside. Here's LeBron. Horford with the rebound. And so it's Boston with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Irving with it. With the floater. No good at the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Inside, Horford. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. So Horford gets 2.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
To the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's 13 points for Al Horford.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And the Lakers call time here. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Irving. Down low. Stolen by McGee. To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
McGee with the block. And it's James missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Lakers passing it around. Out to Kuzma. Here's McGee. And it's sent back by Horford. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter. In the corner, it's Ingram. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. And they double up James. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Hayward. LeBron with the block. And he recovers it. Irving surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Here's Boston now. Inside. Hayward. Yes!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 3. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. .26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now here is Irving. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that one is off.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here.